liberals?
Yeah.
Are you the guy?
Oh,
Yeah,
I am.
Yeah. Well, I thought so.
Yeah.
So you're not here really as a supporter or ally of this group, right? Because when I looked over and I seen you, I was like, oh crap, he's here, probably crap talking, or gonna, put it up on the web as anti-immigrant.
Well, I think the issue is a lot deeper than just a pathway to citizenship or citizenship for undocumented people. I think that's more a symptom of deeper issues. First of all, I take it as a deep compliment that so many people want to come to this country. So that's good. That's the first thing.
Yeah.
I mean,
and like some of the signs say, we're all immigrants.
Right.
I mean, we all came from other countries here and took it from the natives, and some from Mexico even, as we pushed them down south.
I didn't do it.
No,
I wasn't here 300
but,
years ago.
But
Sorry.
I know, me neither. But that's how this country was formed.
Right.
Yeah. And so I'm in solidarity of families, and most of these people here, not in prison, these people there with family members in jail and being thrown into prisons because of wanting a good life for their families. And why can't we all work together in harmony?
Well, okay, so here would be my question then. If the current laws on the books should be blatantly ignored, what other laws should be blatantly ignored?
Well, certainly ones that aren't right or fair or unjust.
In whose opinion, though?
Well, in common sense. Common sense.
Well, someone could argue the same thing, say, about gun laws, gun restrictions. Someone could argue that same thing, that all the gun laws should go away.
Yeah, sure. But one thing is families and love and people of unity, working together, solidarity, compassion, all those are good things. You start saying, that guy doesn't belong here, he doesn't have his papers, those kind of things. I can't stand behind that myself.
There's a legal method, there's a legal procedure right now.
And this is all about pushing for...
I don't think people that have blatantly broken laws for who knows how many years should be rewarded for that.
No, but,
otherwise, you'd have to start rewarding people for breaking all sorts of other laws.
Well, sometimes we got to look at our laws, and sometimes laws are unjust. And just like the slavery laws were looked at, women voting laws were looked at, and people had to challenge them, and people had to rise up, stand together, support each other for what we know is right, or we stand on the other side and says, no, you're the wrong color, you don't get to vote. You're the wrong sex, you can't do that. Or you're a man and you don't have gay rights or women's, So we stand up kind of for what is right, for love and compassion with each other versus putting each other down and working against each other. That's what this group is trying to rise up, to challenge, to support laws, and get a bill that will be more encompassing, more reaching out. And you strike me as a rational person, and so I'm appealing to your rational to just think about that.
Well, I get some of the emotional aspect of that. I think that the current things, say the DREAM Act, for example, I think there are just so many loopholes and so many things that aren't under greater scrutiny under that it's way too easy for people to take advantage of such things. For example, I think that if you're under the age of 30 and you're here, then you can qualify under the DREAM Act. But if there's no proof that you were here at a certain time, that your parents brought you over when you were 6, how does anybody know that you were actually brought over when you were a young kid? How is that going to stop anyone from coming over when they're 24 and say, "Oh, me, sign me up"?
Yeah. For me, I don't really worry about those kind of little issues of, was this kid here really only a year, or has he been here for 16 years? I'm really looking at the kid.
Is it a kid, or is it someone who's 28, 29?
Or 28.
We don't even know how old they are.
Yeah. I'm just looking to be a little more open-armed and open, as far as accepting my fellow man, and my fellow...
Well, hey, I'm all for good people coming over, that if they want to contribute, if they're good people. But again, the way things are set up, there's just no filter for that sort of thing. I mean, we're seeing beheadings in Arizona. We're seeing kidnappings in Arizona because of the drug cartels coming across.
We got some crappy drug laws right now that are causing problems.
Part of
that
it
are causing problems. A deeper symptom.
You also have to look at the Operation Fast and Furious.
Yeah. Crappy, stupid
things like that.
a lot of things.
Our tax dollars actually go to fighting the war on drugs in Mexico. We actually send them small arms, but they oftentimes get intercepted by the drug cartels, and then they're snuck back across the border and then used against us.
Dude, we got military planes crashing with cocaine on them. You know, I mean, it's kind of out of hand. So there's a lot of issues, but I just wanted to kind of come up and jam you a little bit, just because I seen you here and I was thinking, these people are trying to rise up, get a bill to be acceptable in society, to be respected. These aren't criminals here. These are family members of our community, and we should really try to support them.
I hate to say it, but a lot of, I mean, I'm not sure if any of them here, but I mean, I'm always reading stories of, you know,
criminal
criminal activity, DUI car crashes, you know. I read stories of little girls getting raped by people that are here illegally. Again, there's a legal procedure if somebody wants to come to this country. I don't understand why more people can't follow that legal procedure.
It's really hard. From what I tell you, it takes years and a lot of money.
Because they want to make sure that the people coming over are good people. They want to make sure they don't have criminal past.
When we're privileged, if we're white, we're privileged, and it's all ours.
I'm not privileged.
You're a man.
I didn't get nothing. I didn't get nothing handed my way, man.
You are privileged because you're white, you're an American, and you're a male, and you are privileged. It is a privilege to be that. We have to accept that. It's not that we asked for it. I didn't sign up, and I'm not. You know, I didn't sign a contract.
I never got nothing handed to me. Maybe certain other people did, you know, namely the rich politicians. Nothing got handed to me, though.
Just the fact that we're white males, we have privilege. And that is a form of privilege. It is.
I don't know about that.
Well, anyway, it's good talking to you. Thanks for speaking with me. And
see you around.
Hopefully it's all good. Yeah.
I'm not.